Hey guys, welcome to Sex License. This is another episode I'm recording today. I'm so happy to be recording this. As you can see, the background has changed and I'm so happy it's more comfortable. We are still using natural light, so that's a bummer, but I really like it. I really like the new environment. I like how comfortable I'm becoming in front of the camera. I like how it's easier to edit now than the first video. I like that more present and more knowledgeable. I got a question from a friend of mine, and the question was, so we were talking about the last video. We talked about consent. Now the girl was asking, can we also discuss the right time to have sex on the channel? Like can we discuss the right time to have sex? So on this episode we'll be discussing the right time to have sex. Okay, so we'll get straight into it. So yes, have changed. Hakuna stima. Sikujua hakuna stima. I'm recording this at home, so you might occasionally hear a cock crowing or a hen or a goat or a dog. Please ignore. I am at home. So the question, when is it right to start having sex in a relationship? So studies have been done on it. A psychotherapist called Goldsmith suggested a period of 36 hours. So according to him, if we go on a date today and we spend 1 hour out, it's 1 hour. Then next time I add up the picnic that went on for 2 hours, I add the walk or something else. When this finally adds up to a period of 36 hours, after these 36 hours, I'll be able to know if this is the person I want to have sex with. Coleman suggested a period of 3 months, or until the honeymoon phase is over, until the period where you feel butterflies in your stomach, you feel like you're in love, you feel like you're not, like you're shy or something like that. Until that period is over, which is the honeymoon phase, this is when you'll be ready to make a decision about whether or not you want to have sex with this person. Bring home. So according to the dean of Brigham Young University, the longer you wait, the better. So people who wait to have sex after marriage have more stable and sustainable relationships compared to people who started having sex early in their relationship. So never have sex because you are being pressured into it, or you feel like that's what is expected of you. Have sex because it's what you want. Have sex because it's what you determined will make you feel some type of way. Say have sex because it's your body, it's your choice, and you've decided to share it with someone else. So before having sex, you have to determine what you want from this. Are you just having sex to have a good time, to enjoy yourself? Or do you expect this relationship to go on to further levels? Is this somebody you want to be committed to? Consider all those. Part of knowing what you want is knowing your sexual values. Like for me, as an example, I expect my partner to be monogamous. Like when we start having sex, when we are getting to that point where we want to have sex, we are exclusive. So maybe asking or communicating that you want to be exclusive, or asking or communicating that when you start having sex with someone, you expect a partner to be monogamous, is something that we should all consider. Because assuming that someone knows, it's not always common sense is not always common. So make sure someone knows your thoughts about and your values, so that they find a way of respecting them. Sex, when you have sex, your body releases a hormone. It's called oxytocin, and oxytocin is also released when you cuddle with someone. So oxytocin has a way of creating false attachments. And the thing is, you might think you're in love with someone after having sex with them, but necessarily you're not in love with them. And when you have sex too early, and it's good sex, and you release oxytocin hormone, it murders the discovery phase. This is the phase where you know if this is the person who's right for you. This is the phase where you learn about this person. A person can pretend to be a good person on the first 2 or 3 dates, but they can't continue with it for like 3 months. So if you have sex too early and release oxytocin, and you feel this sense of attachment, you feel like you are in love with this person, and you're necessarily not in love with this person, it creates a false sense of closeness, which is not there, a counterfeit sense of closeness. And the thing is, if you feel this way and it's the discovery phase, naturally you'll find yourself clowning. Because, yes, I said it, clowning. Because you are feeling this sense of attachment. This person is not in love with you. You cannot see the uncertainties you had before about this person. You can't see them anymore because you're releasing this hormone. You're feeling like you're already in love. You're forcing them to act like they're in love with you when they're necessarily not in love with you. Simply put, you are able to make good decisions about dating and your partner when you're not sexually involved with this person. Before you start having sex with someone, you have to learn to limit your unrealistic expectations. Sex will not make someone want to be more serious. It won't make a guy want to be monogamous. It won't make a girl want to marry you. It won't make a guy propose to you. Sex cannot be equated to commitment. Limit your unrealistic expectations about sex, or just curb them all. Just curb all the unrealistic expectations about sex. Sex won't make someone be more committed in the relationship. These are things you should have built before getting to the point where you want to have sex with this person. The third thing you have to consider before having sex with a new person in a relationship is your desires. What you want. Are you fooling around? Are you just having sex for fun? Or do you want more? Essentially, if you are choosing to go and to another level of starting to have sex, I'm guessing you're grown-ups who can sit down and discuss your relationship, safe sex, and whatever makes you feel safe. Because if you have decided to go to that whole new step, you should have already known this person. You've decided you're going to be together, you're committed to each other, and you've decided you are going to do this. So once you've communicated your desires, your wants, your values, all those to your partner, make sure you get the response you are hoping for before you sleep with them. If they give you an unclear, wishy-washy kind of answer, please have the strength to leave these people. Because if you tell someone you want to wait and they are really relationship minded, they should have the patience, or at least the courtesy of waiting. So if someone, you communicate your values, you communicate your needs, and someone does not respond in the way you'd expect them to, please have the strength to leave. The fourth thing you have to do before you decide you want to have sex, and I think it should have been the first thing you decide or you discuss with your partner, is safety. 1 in every 4 or 3 adults has an STI, and condoms are the best, I would say the best contraceptives, because they prevent pregnancy while also preventing STDs and STI. So use of condoms should probably be an irreducible minimum, unless you've gone for the test and determined that this person is clean and I can have sex with them without a condom. But essentially, this should also come along the lines of trust and monogamy. If I trust someone, I have communicated my values to this person and I trust them, I would at least have the confidence on knowing someone won't pull out a condom when you're having sex. And monogamy is also important, because if they're monogamous to me, they are only committed to me, it means it reduces my chances of getting an STI and STD. Use of condoms does not necessarily mean I do not trust you. Condoms also prevent pregnancy, and I'm sure at this stage of my life I don't want to have a baby. So why would I go for hormonal contraceptives with side effects other than you just using a condom? So let's discuss safety and have ways of preventing pregnancy and such kind of issues, so that we don't have unwanted pregnancies. And can you picture waking up next to this person in the morning? Because there's a difference between anxiety and just little anxiety that you have in the morning and feeling like you betrayed yourself. That's a whole other feeling. So make sure you're comfortable with having sex with this person and having sex in general before you start having sex with this person, during and after. Make sure. Okay, another thing about when is the right time to have sex in a relationship. Maybe start thinking about having sex when the two of you have actually discussed having sex. Do they slut shame their exes? I don't want to say mtaachana tu, lakini mnaweza achana anytime. So is this the kind of person who will talk about your sexual experience that is supposed to be private and personal, just between the two of you, with their friends or with other people? You should know that you could end up anywhere. You can be the boyfriend today, you can be the wife today, the next time you're just an ex. So make sure you gauge this person at every step. The thing is, before you have sex with someone, ensure you have enough chemistry, because chemistry equals sexual attraction. Sexual attraction equals enjoyment. Don't give your body because you feel sorry for another person. It's both disrespectful to yourself and to the other person. Make sure they have gained your trust. Make sure they are kind and respectful, that they follow up on their promises, because the thing is, sex is meant for procreation. So at times accidents happen. Like they say, condoms 99%, then like a little 1% chance of it breaking. So things don't always follow through the way you expect them to, and sometimes you should consider all of this before allowing someone your access into your body. Is this someone who will stick around when something like that happens? If you doubt, or if you just feel like kuna kitu tu inakwambia at the back of your mind, beautiful, don't do this, beautiful, don't do this, yes, even the voice in my head calls me beautiful. So even if you have some doubts, don't do it. Just hold out, because there is no pain in waiting. In waiting, you get to know this person without the pregnancy scares, without the fear of STIs and STDs. So there is no harm in waiting. Even Snow White was saved by a kiss from her true love, not a shag from her true love. Studies have shown that those people who delay sex have greater sexual satisfaction. They are more satisfied with their relationships. The relationships are more fulfilling. They have lower chances of divorce. So this is science. This is not me trying to push a notion onto you. This is science. So maybe before you have sex with someone next time, think about yourself. Think about the person. Think about whether you trust them. Considering that waiting is not so bad. Maybe you could wait one or more days and make a more self-conscious decision. You could wait and make a more confident decision. You could wait to consider all the options. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this. Please view it and get your friends to also view it and like it and share it. Thank you. See you next time on Sex Licensed.